Imagine this. You wake up, you go to work, stare at your screen, sit through a meeting that could have been an email, come home, eat, sleep, and repeat. Imagine this. You wake up, go to work, stare at your screen, sit through a meeting that could have been an email, come home, eat, sleep, and repeat. Feel like you're stuck in a loop? Like you're the main character in Groundhog Day, just without the charm of Bill Murray? What if I told you that there's a way to break that cycle without quitting your job, selling everything, and moving to Bali? It's called pursuing a creative endeavor. And no, you don't need to be the next Picasso or Mr. Beast. Hey everyone, I'm Kapil Varanshri, and today we are talking about why creative pursuits outside of your 9 to 5 aren't just hobbies, they are life upgrades. Think of them as the secret sauce that adds flavor to the bland spaghetti of routine. Whether it's starting a YouTube channel, writing, photography, or even interpretive dance in your living room, no judgment. These outlets do more than just pass the time. They nurture your mind, spark joy, and sometimes even fatten your wallet. So stick around to find out how. Mental health benefits. Let's start with the big one, mental health. Engaging in creative activities is like therapy, but cheaper. And without the awkward, how does that make you feel questions? Creativity reduces stress, lowers anxiety, and boosts your mood. Why? Because when you create, you enter a flow state. Your time flies, worries fade, and you feel alive. Quick fact: studies show that people who engage in creative activities regularly have lower levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. Let's translate it. So, less stress means more zest. Let me give you a real life example. Brandon Stanton, the creator of Humans of New York. Before his iconic photo blog, he was a bond trader who lost his job. Instead of spiraling, he picked up a camera and turned a creative outlet into a global storytelling phenomenon. Now, let's talk about personal growth. When you pick up a creative hobby, you're not just learning a skill, you're building confidence. Every video you upload, every song you write, every masterpiece or disaster you paint teaches you something. It's like leveling up in a video game, but instead of XP, you gain real world self belief. And facing your fears, like talking on camera or sharing your work, makes you bolder in other areas of life. Suddenly, presenting in meetings feels less like facing a dragon and more like petting a kitten. Real life example: Casey Neistat. He started making YouTube videos with zero fancy equipment, just raw storytelling. And now, he's a global influencer, and the confidence that he has built through vlogging led to public speaking gigs and business ventures. Community and connections. One of the most underrated perks of creativity: the people you meet. Whether it's fellow YouTubers, writers, or artists, you'll find a tribe that gets you. It's like joining a secret club where the password is passion. These connections can lead to friendships, collaborations, and sometimes even career opportunities. Who knew that posting videos of your cat playing the piano could land you a gig? Let me give you a real life example. The podcast My Favorite Murder. It started off with two friends talking about true crime stories for fun. Now, it's a massive community with live shows, merchandise, and dedicated fan base, all from a shared creative interest. Breaking the monotony. Ever feel like your days blend into one long Monday? Creative projects break that monotony. They give you something to look forward to, something that's yours. It's like adding sprinkles to plain ice cream. Sure, vanilla is fine, but sprinkles make it fun. And who doesn't love sprinkles? Let's talk about a real life example. So, during the pandemic, people turned to baking, painting, or learning instruments to cope with boredom. Remember the sourdough bread craze? I do. People found joy and purpose in nurturing a loaf of bread. If that's not breaking monotony, I don't know what is. Long term effects. Long term creative pursuits can reshape your identity. You stop seeing yourself as just an employee and start seeing yourself as a writer, a content creator, or the person who makes epic TikToks. Plus, creative pursuits can evolve into side hustles, passive income, or even full time careers. Now imagine telling your boss, I quit because my YouTube channel about knitting sweaters for lizards took off. Now that's a flex. Real life example Marie Kondo. She started by organizing her friends' homes for fun. Fast forward, she's now a global phenomenon with books, a Netflix show, and a lifestyle brand, all from a simple passion for tidying up. We all have that something that we are really good at compared to others. Now, if you really tap into that potential and start sharing that with the world, it could really take you places. Overcoming the I'm not creative myth. Now, you might say, but couple, I'm not creative. Okay, first of all, yes, you are. Creativity isn't about being perfect, it's about expression. You don't need an art degree to doodle or a film crew to make YouTube videos. Every expert was once a beginner who had no clue what they were doing. Spoiler alert, most of us still don't. Real life example Albert Einstein once said, creativity is intelligence having fun. And if Einstein thought creativity was just about fun, who are we to argue? Fun fact he played the violin for relaxation. Even geniuses need creative outlets. Let me also add that creativity comes in many different shapes and forms. Like, think outside the box. There's that one video game that you're really good at. Well, that can be your creative pursuit. That one recipe that nobody can make as good as you. Well, that could be your thing. So it's finding the things that you are really passionate about, like passionate to talk about, passionate to think about in your head, and taking that to the next level. Okay, so what is the call to action here? So, what are you waiting for? Start that blog, pick up that camera, and write that song. Your 9 to 5 might pay the bills, but your creative pursuits will feed your soul. And who knows, maybe one day your hobby will become your main gig. Until then, keep creating, keep exploring, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and remember, life's too short to be boring. Go make something awesome. Bye.